Mind of a Maniac Sports Media. First of all, I want to start this show off by immediately thanking Stephanie White for being honest about something that we all know and don't nobody really want to admit, and that is the catering of Caitlin Clark and her racist fans. Most of the racism that's coming to the WNBA is not of the WNBA players, but of the outside people. Those people are in fact pushing so much racism and so much negativity to the WNBA that WNBA players do react and fight against it, and then they try to victimize them or vilify them. So may I say? So Stephanie White was asked by Alyssa Thomas, and she says she's appalled about the no about the hate and the threats that no player should reach that. Understand this: these are women basketball players, even if these were men. You all are literally threatening the life of Alyssa Thomas over a foul, a competitive foul. It doesn't matter if they showed aggression to each other or the feud that goes, because let's be honest, Caitlin Clark does the same thing to everybody else. She's just as dirty on the court. She's just as feisty. But you all feel like nobody should do anything to Caitlin Clark in reaction. Nobody should have a reaction to any of her actions. You all want her to be allowed to do whatever, whenever, just like America. Caitlin Clark is in fact the exact reflection of how white America treats black and every other minority in there. They feel like they are not to be touched, they are not to be had, they are not to be messed with, that they should have their way, have their privilege, and then be able to play victim whenever you are the true aggressor. And Stephanie White sees that. I don't care if she is the Fever coach. She just put it out on blast, and she's basically telling you outside racist people that want to use Caitlin Clark to push a racism motive. She's telling you that you are a hateful problem, and you are a lot of you. It's a lot of older men and older white women. You should be ashamed. The way you push that racism is atrocious. You attack Angel Reese nonstop. If you go, it doesn't matter what it is. If you don't like Angel Reese, why is it every time somebody posts a post about Angel Reese, you have to be in the comment section spreading some kind of negativity or saying some kind of racist joke? You can't say anything without not being racist, because racism is what leads that conversation for you all. If you dislike the player, go ahead and say you dislike the player or whatever you want to do. But I've never seen a fan base so obsessed with a player that you go by and literally harass her counterpart or her competitor that you all see as Black America. Because that's what's happening. You see Angel Reese as Black America. You see Caitlin Clark as white America. And that's why it's always a friction amongst the fans, because that's what you push. And then when black people or anybody else, a minority, speak out on it, y'all try to say that we're racist, that we're pushing this, that we're pushing it. No, it's the fact that we won't sit there and allow you to have a free lens of racism towards us, and then we not say nothing, or we not support somebody. You want us to not support somebody, but you want to keep tearing them down. And mind you that these are young ladies too at this time. The league should have reached out to Alyssa Thomas faster. The league, you only suspended Alyssa Thomas because people was pointed out as, oh, look at it, it's so egregious, it's this and that. And if you look at it in real time, it was that quick. Bang, bang, play. I don't think it was just meant to try to, end her career or nothing. But I want y'all to listen to exactly what Stephanie White says. And I agree with her 100%. Because it needs to be.
What's going on with AT? I think first and foremost, it's absolutely unacceptable. I think as a league, as a whole, there's been so much more toxicity, racism, homophobia, straight out like nonsense, hate nonsense. And it is absolutely unacceptable. Most of this coming from the online community, most of this, in my heart of hearts, I believe not coming from WNBA fans, Indiana Fever fans. I believe that this is people who are using our league, using our players to further divisive agendas. It's not acceptable. Yes, we have to continue to protect our players. We've got to continue to support our players in our league. we get to play a basketball game. And AT was exactly right. Like, we get to play a basketball game. And yes, that's going to come with criticism. Yes, that's going to come with fans and the love-hate relationship that they have with players and teams. That is going to come. But it's not hard to not be a jerk. And if you are one of these people that are online doing this, do not call yourself a WNBA fan. Our league is about inclusiveness. Our league is about competition. Our league is about elevating women, elevating marginalized communities, including and being inclusive of all different walks of life. That is what our league has always been about from day one. That is what our league...
That, mind you, that is from a white coach, Stephanie White, and she reads the room correctly. She knows and what I mean by reading the room correctly is she knows exactly what her people is doing outside of the WNBA. She knows exactly the agenda that's being pushed. And again, this is not every white person. This is not every black person, but this is for the racism. She knows exactly what's going on. She's in that locker room, and y'all saying for her to fight for a player. Oh, you don't fight for your player like that. And then, but when she tries to coach that same player, she gets disrespect. Why does she have to always mention Caitlin Clark and always has to have her back, but yet she's open to all the criticism and all the aggressions from her player, the aggressiveness from her actual player. She gets to get talked to badly, you know, while that same player is trying to get her fired from her job. You're probably going to get fired anyway, so why not speak the truth? And that's what Stephanie White is doing. I'm going to be gone anyway. Caitlin Clark has set it in stone for me. The Indiana Fever team, the Indiana area is racist. Let me get out of here. You know, I'm going to speak what I need to speak because the league needs to hear it. So Stephanie White, thank you for being honest. I don't feel like you're just taking anyone's side. I feel like you're just saying what's honest, what's real. And they hate you for it. Because let's be honest, as when it comes to racism and racial bias, you are beloved and friended when you allow the stuff to happen, regardless of your race. But when you speak on it, you will become public enemy number one to your own race. And that's what's happening with Stephanie White. So I thank you for speaking on Caitlin Clark. So if I mixed up any names, put it together. But y'all get it. She said nothing wrong. The hate, racism, and all that is crazy. Fans, Indiana Fever fans, the ones of you that are threatening and calling her the N-word and all this and that, you are the scum of the earth. You are some of the worst people God created. You are the same people that get up every Sunday and go to church and praise God and come out with the most hateful mindset imaginable. You are the same people that push for the negativity in this country. You are some of the people that will pay when you do perish in this world. You can believe that. And your racism is getting tired. Stop trying to push this agenda that everybody that doesn't want to allow racism is a problem, because you are. WNBA, do not lose your league because of one player, because she is not bigger than your league. Let her and her fans go. You don't need her. You are being recognized on a big level. You got new deals, and it's only going to grow. If anything, the Caitlin Clark and her fans will destroy the WNBA. Let her go play somewhere else, and she'll find out that American fans and her fans are not going to follow. It'll start off at first for a quick second, and they will not go back again. Trust me, that's the reason why attendance has declined in Indiana Fever. They're not going to hold like they think they're going to hold. You know what it is. Mind of a Maniac Sports and Media. We keep it real. Speak our mind.